Television. The importance of public television. Thank you so much.
All right.
You're good to
I think
go.
You've got more winners. Yes.
Yes, absolutely, Heidi. You
You
won an Emmy. You can walk wherever you
can
want.
Do whatever.
You can walk wherever you want.
Get out in the camera and do a twirl though first. We've got to start to have a fashion segment.
We have to. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Congratulations, everybody. Come on. Congratulations.
And this is amazing. Okay, so this is the making of Playboy Company. So again,
oh, this is great.
WTTW, as I said, bringing it with the Chicago Story series. It is this just stories behind the stories in so many ways. So Peter Marks, congratulations. Tell us a little bit about this particular one, because we know who this Playboy is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you got on here?
Well, there have been so many documentaries about Hugh Hefner and Playboy, so we really had a big challenge. How do we do something different? And we focused, of course, on the Chicago chapter. That made it different. And I think everybody, when they picture Hugh Hefner, they picture a guy in a robe with a pipe with, three...
A velvet robe.
Right, of course. Good. I see you've watched the show.
Duh.
But I mean, it's typically with three blonde 19-year-olds on his arms, and they think it's this icky 80-year-old guy. We focus on the chapter when he was up and coming. This was his rise, and this is a guy who defied conventional norms of the conformity of the 1950s and built an empire, and it started here in Chicago. He wanted to be in Chicago, and he made his fortune here.
Let's talk about your producer, Bianca Lozano, producer this week.
Producer.
Associate
We got
producer.
producer Peter Marks right here.
Yes, producer, associate producer. Without either of you, this is not possible. Talk about your role in this and why it was so important to share this story.
Yeah. So one of my early tasks was getting on the phone and tracking down as many of the original Playboy club bunnies, as many of his first girlfriends that I could get on the phone and talk to me, and we're just open to sharing stories. Yes, and that's a big deal. I'm calling out of the blue, saying, "Hey, tell me a little bit about your time with Hugh Hefner and Playboy." And I mean, the stories they shared were wonderful. They all loved him, and he played a big part in their lives, and he did good things for them.
How much would you say that Chicago made Hugh Hefner who he was, Peter?
Chicago absolutely 100% made Hugh Hefner. He went to Steinmetz High School. It was the happiest chapter in his life. He came back several times, even when he was living in LA. And he went to the University of Illinois. And he was a Chicago boy. He grew up on the west side, and he would look and he would see the beacon from the Palmolive building. And that was like a siren to him. And eventually, when he made his fortune, he bought and leased property in that Palmolive building, and it became branded the Playboy building, and he put those block letters up. And that was critical to him and who he was. He was a Midwestern boy.
Through and through. You might imagine him, as you said, in a robe, but it all came from here. Stories have to begin somewhere.
They have to, and to hear the origins of these stories is powerful. And I don't think a lot of people expect these stories, and especially here in Chicago, there is a foundation here.
And through the power of public media, you have the opportunity, anybody has the opportunity to give it a watch.
Yeah.
So we recommend that you do so. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So proud of you,
Congratulations.
Peter. And Bianca, congratulations.
Congrats.
Enjoy that Emmy.
You guys will be back. Are you guys up for any more tonight, or is this
Let's not get greedy.
okay? That's true.
Okay, we're good with a one.
I won't be Hugh Hefner. Thank you,
Still
folks.
knows how to throw a good party.
Does he
right?
really?
Hey, have you gotten an invite?
Christy Hefner gave me that information.
All right. I want to see the doc on that, or at
We
least
got
the
to see
Insta
that
story. Okay.
We've got to see that inside story.
You bet.
Part
You
2.
gotta believe it.
Thank you both. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We've got more winners, I believe, lined up ready for us. That's awesome, by the way.
How many do you think?
Hear the series.
6, 7?
6, 7, maybe? You're going to keep this
Had
going.
to.
You're going to keep this going.
Had to.
Come on
Had
over,
to.
y'all.
Did I do it right?
I think you did do it
yeah.
right. We got our crew.